All right, guys, so this is all of the stuff that I got. I'm gonna do like a quick meal. Hopefully it's kind of quick, but hopefully I could do a quick meal. I'm probably gonna do a voiceover over this. All the stuff you need: 3 steak cheddar, queso, quesadilla. You can use whatever kind of cheeses you like. I like using a cheddar blend and a Mexican cheese. They didn't have the Cotija cheese that I like. You're gonna have some garlic, which you're gonna chop and mince. You're gonna have your green onion that's gonna go on top. I don't really eat beans, but I'm gonna put some beans on there for y'all. Taco seasoning. I guess that's cool. And I did Instacart, so I got this from Meyer. Some soft taco shells. I'm using some Southwest Pico. Guacamole. I'm doing chicken instead of beef. We're gonna try this out. It's my first time trying it, and it's fajita season, so should already have some flavors in there. Got some jalapeños and onion, sour cream, heavy whipping cream because we're gonna make our own cheese. Oil per usual. Cook that pan a little bit. It's normally about 2 or 3 tablespoons of oil in the pan just to coat. I had my pan on very low heat so I can chop my onions and garlic up, and then that way they wouldn't burn. So here I'm just giving them a nice little saute. I put it on low heat so it can release all natural chicken. Toss that right on in. And I just cooked my chicken on medium-high heat. As you can see, the Fiesta chicken already had a lot of seasoning and bell peppers in it. And then I used a half pack of that taco seasoning right there. And then I used just a little bit of my Chef V Cake's original seasoning to give it more flavor. And as you can see right here, that chicken is seasoned to perfection, baby. Like, when I say the flavors were busting throughout that chicken, it was busting. And I really liked using the ground chicken because it made my dish a lot lighter. Normally when I make this, I kind of feel heavy the next day. And here I'm just opening up the can of the refried beans. I am not a bean girl, but since I've gotten older, I have grown to appreciate some refried beans. Okay, so I decided to use them today. And you just open that can up, and I'm going to doctor it up because I have to have flavor and everything. Nothing can be bland, but you don't want to overdo it. So I used the other half of that taco seasoning pack. I put that in there, and this cheap hot sauce. It didn't matter. That hot sauce still good. I buy that from Aldi, and it tastes just as good as some Red Hot. And then I also added a little bit of my Chef V Cake's Cajun seasoning to those beans. Look at the meat. Yum. So now we're gonna make our queso. And I just used whatever heavy cream I had left. I only need a little bit for this dish here. And so once it starts to get to temperature and you have some bubbles in it, go ahead and add your cheddar cheese. I just did some regular cheddar cheese in here just to make me a nice sauce, and then just keep whipping. My flash went out. So you can't really see my pan all that well, and I do apologize because I thought I was doing something with this video, but it was late and I was tired, and I had crammed so much homework, so I'm sorry. But we're gonna just lightly toast our tortillas and just get them warm. We want them to be a little crispy because if you leave it like this, they get more soggy. I don't know, I just like a little crunch to my stuff. So here I am playing around in these beans, just checking them out, making sure they don't stick. I did taste it. They tasted so good. Like, I literally could have sat there and ate some beans with tortillas. Like, that's how flavorful they were. So just, a couple minutes on each side until you get like a nice little brown like that on your tortilla, and then you just sit them to the side and let them cool. And I know y'all hear in the background that Krishan Rock and Blueface show. I just feel really bad about the trauma that she experienced as a child. Like, I couldn't imagine watching my stepdad tie my mom up and take her to the woods and beat her, or not being able to talk because he's gonna line you and your sisters up and slap y'all. And like, that just, I feel like that has a lot to do with her not being able to properly communicate her feelings, and also how she deals with trauma. Like, she tries to just forget it and move on. So sad. I feel for her. But she is definitely a wild card. She does need some help and some assistance, but I just think she has to grow, and she does need to continue to go to therapy, because that's very traumatic. And then to be with a person that kind of like treats you in a pimp sense. Anyway, so here we're just layering it up however you want. I did beans, meat, cheese, salsa, however. So this is what it's like out of the oven. I just sprinkled some chives on there. And y'all, when y'all see this next clip, y'all gonna be like, what the heck? Y'all, you should have let it cool off first. Make sure you let it cool off a little bit more, because when you try to cut this, like, you have to cut through those tortillas, because you're gonna have this problem that you're gonna see here in a minute. But look how good that looks. It came out perfect. Yum. So I should have cut it with a knife, but I used a spatula instead, because I was trying to be aesthetically pleasing for you all. And I just, sometimes it doesn't give. But regardless, it was so good. And when I scooped it out, all those layers, the cheese, like, look, dang it, now I messed it up. So you're going to see how it looks plated, but I'm going to show you how it looked the next day once you're able to get it cooled off. Look at that shot. Oh my gosh. Look at the layers. Look at the cheese. Look at the beans. Look how everything is combined. That's it on the plate right there. This recipe kind of puts me in the mind of a super stacked up Mexican pizza. I do have a chicken burrito quesadilla recipe on my YouTube channel, so y'all go check that out, because that is also another awesome video that tastes so fire. So I just wanted to show you what it looked like that night while I was eating it super hot. The plate looks a mess, y'all. I'm sorry. It's so not aesthetically pleasing. So this is what it looked like the next day when I took it to work and heated it up. It was so yummy. I brought all of my stuff. I just wanted to show you what it looked like a little bit cooled off, and how it does stack up and layer and looks like a lasagna. Thank you guys for watching.